Hello, my name is Rodney. I'm from the pOedGamerQuehegan YouTube channel, and today it's another of my Fright Night Fridays videos. And today we're talking about a movie series that I actually started watching on, I believe, Showtime. And I watched this many years ago, and I actually saw part 2 before I saw any of the others. And I saw part 2 many times on Showtime. I don't know why, but it's like on their late night movies. It was like one of their favorite ones to show, and me and my brother loved it. We watched it so many times, and that is Puppet Master. This movie, Puppet Master 2 is the one I actually liked the best. Out of the entire, I think there's 6 of them now. There's also like Puppet Master versus the Demonic Toys and a whole series of movies. But the first 3 are probably my favorite. Part 2 being overall my favorite one. This is another set of movies that was done by Full Moon Pictures, or Full Moon Features, or Full Moon Direct, or whichever, because depending on where you look at on the case, the name is different. Because, well, here we have Full Moon Pictures. On the second movie, we have Full Moon Features. And on the third movie, it's called Full Moon Features also. But I'm not really sure why the name changed. But they just had those different names on it. But either way, it doesn't take away from how good the movies are. So, the first one tells about an origin story of them, which is pretty good. It has the, what is his name? I did know it. I can't remember. The guy that made him is the old man in National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. The old man that burns the Christmas tree down. He's the one that makes the puppets. I cannot remember his name. I'll try to put his name down here. He does a really good job, and the puppets are his friends. And then things happen. Somebody tries to steal them. They turn bad. Yada yada yada. It's kind of a it's a story you've seen before. Like somebody takes care of a gorilla, somebody kidnaps the gorilla, the person gets killed, and the gorilla goes on revenge. Same type of story, but this one's a little bit a twist with the puppets. Very good. The second one, holy cow! I'm trying to think how to describe it without spoiling the ending. Holy cow! They find the formula that was used to reanimate them. They're trying to come back to life, back into human form. I'm trying not to spoil too much. I've actually said something that I didn't want to already, but the second one, I highly recommend. If you don't watch any of them, just watch the second one. It's very good. The third one is when I believe Six Shooter, I think's his name. He's a puppet, has 6 arms, and each one he has like a gun in. He's like a cowboy. Really cool. He's one of my favorite ones. Blade is my favorite puppet. He has a knife on one arm and a hook on the other. I think his name is Blade. The gesture's pretty cool. When he changes his face, his head, there's 3 sections to his face, and they spin in opposite directions, and they stop, and his face is different. Really cool effect. I really like it. I've got my corgi here beside me. That's why if you see me over here petting on something, or if you hear somebody snorting, that's him. The third one actually takes place before, like timeline-wise, it takes place before, I believe, or does it takes place during World War II? Yeah, the Nazis are in this. So, oh yeah, Leech Woman. Oh gosh, I forgot about it. That one. There's a part, I believe, I can't remember if it's in, I think it's in part 2, where like the Leech Woman like goes over this guy, and like this leech comes out of her mouth. It's one of the puppets. So like this leech comes out, and you're just like, but it's really good. I highly recommend these movies. The third one with the Nazis, Some parts a little corny, but that's the type of stuff I love in movies. Oh, my buddy just left me. So yeah, I highly recommend this. There's one puppet that has like a flamethrower in his arm. Really cool. There's Pinhead, which is this one has a really small head, and like this body, like he's really big hands. He's really strong. I'm actually gonna look and look back here and see if I can remember the rest of them. Oh, the guy with the drill on his head, like it spins, and he runs into people and like drills into. Oh gosh, it's so good. I'm saying all this, and you might think, oh, this sounds stupid. It's really good. It's done really well. Part two, especially. Holy cow! I don't know who they got to do the special effects, but they're really good, and it's all practical effects, I think they call it, like where they actually have the puppets and like it's really good. I remember, like I thought, I remember going back and picking this when I picked this one up because I actually had these on VHS. I rented them so much on eBay. I actually bought the VHS tapes from somewhere. It was like some video store went out of business, and they had like their entire collection on eBay. And I bought the second, third, and I believe the fourth movie. I think the fourth one's called Resurrection or something. It has this looks like a, I don't know, like a really old like wooden puppet. I think that's what that one's called. Don't quote me on that. I'll put the actual title down here. I think it's 2, 3, and 4. I bought those on VHS, and I watched them so much. I mean, they were rented. They're already rented copies, so they were already pretty old. And the tapes of all three of them broke, and I was like, crap. And I actually started using Scotch tape to tape them back together, but over time they just started breaking so many. Like I could just put it to the VCR, and it would just break, and I was like, no. But this one I liked because it says it's remastered, 16:9 widescreen, and it's got 5.1 surround sound. That's really cool because I've always watched them on. Actually, my VHS player is mono, so my entire life I've watched these movies in mono on VHS. So when I actually got this and I could watch them in widescreen and with surround sound, I loved it, and I was just like, holy cow! And it just brought me back to a time when I was younger and watched these movies. The Video Zone. I can't remember, but there's actually the Video Zone. I believe it's on this. I can't remember. Video Zone. Yep, Video Zone, and special introduction by this original making of No Strings Attached. Original making of the first Puppet Master. I want to put the first movie back in and watch that. I don't think I ever watched that. Let's see, original trailers for the first 12. Oh, that's cool. And okay, the first one doesn't seem to have the Video Zone, but it has the documentary of making the first one, which when I'm done with this video, I'm actually going to be watching that. And so the second one has the Video Zone, and the third one has the Video Zone. If you don't know what the Video Zone is, it's something that Full Moon started doing. It's like after the movie, I would always watch after the credits and everything, and it did this Video Zone. And it was like a making of for the movie, like maybe 15, 20 minutes. And I think they did it for almost all their movies, and it was so good. Because especially if you love these movies and you want to see how they were made, you could actually watch that, and it was like, wow, they did this or they did that. I mean, the first ones I ever saw that was on the Subspecies movies, and watching that, and I didn't know anything that was on there. And when it was off, I went to use the bathroom and everything, and I came back, and it started playing the Video Zone, and I was like, what is this? And it started showing the making of it and the narrator and everything that's in it. It's just so good. I mean, and it was before anybody started doing that. I mean, now today you have the special features and they have like deleted scenes and all that stuff. Nobody did this before. I mean, they were probably one of the first companies that did that, and it was so good. And it was just seeing all that, and it was just like a look into the process of how a movie was made was just unheard of. And it was really something for me that I really liked. But the Puppet Master series, very good. Watch them late at night. They're not the scariest of movies, but they have their moments that are really scary. And part 2, I highly recommend over any of them. It's my favorite one out of the entire series. Check it out. I'm pretty sure this I found, I can't remember where I found this at, but it wasn't very expensive. The movies are really good. I mean, I remember what I paid for this by itself. I would have paid for the second movie just to get it. But highly recommend it. So very much recommended. Now, I said that again. But hope you guys are enjoying it. I'll be back next week with another video. And till next time. Thank you for watching my video. If you liked the video, go ahead and give me a like. If you'd like to see more from me, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. I release at least 2 videos a week. Most of the time I release more. Leaving a comment actually helps me a lot. It helps me know what you'd like, dislike, or would like to see on my channel. So go ahead and leave me a comment. If you would like to get in touch with me, have any questions, anything like that, you can go ahead and email me at vmail@pOedGamer.com. You can also follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. As always, thank you for watching, and until next time.